For several hours, some of the biggest protest crowds we've seen since the summer of 2020, the end of Roe v. Wade, and 2 local rallies. It's our top story here on the WHAS 11 Night Team. I'm Doug Proffitt. Hundreds of people marched right in the middle of 6th Street to Metro Hall for speeches after leaving the federal courthouse. WHAS 11 Night Team's Isaiah Kim Martinez covered the crowd that stayed peaceful. He is live downtown with more on where things stand tonight. Isaiah?
Well, Doug, like for many of us, protesters said the ruling didn't come as a surprise, especially considering that leaked opinion months ago. But they did say once it became reality, those feelings of distress came pouring in. Abortion options have officially dwindled here in the state.
Fight back! Fight back!
Civilian cars blocking the streets of downtown Louisville.
Not the church, not the state. The people will control their fate.
For the march of hundreds of those deeply concerned, demanding for lawmakers to listen. It's a familiar sight, but for an unparalleled decision.
But today's ruling will have deadly consequences.
It was the pro-choice community pushing back on a nearly 50-year nationwide precedent struck down.
You're never prepared to hear this news.
And abortion access stopped today in Kentucky.
Or more simply,
Hands off our bodies!
it was a large group of people declaring that a constitutional right to health has been stripped away.
Kentucky, we are second-class citizens now with health care!
Joined by ACLU of Kentucky, Planned Parenthood, and local and state leaders, a sea of protesters gathered first at Louisville's federal courthouse. A few, like Louisvillian Sarah Martin,
It says my abortion saved my life.
sharing their most personal stories with us.
When I was 20 years old, I was date raped and I ended up pregnant. I was not in a position financially, mentally, emotionally to be a parent. It is a life or death situation. Young girls that feel they have no other options.
19-year-old
My name is Edler. I'm a U of L student and I'm an MLK scholar. So we decided to come out and show our support.
and 22-year-old Jazaisha, who both work at the Muhammad Ali Center, told us their motivation.
For African American women in the community, it's a continuation of what's already been happening.
With the overturn of Roe v. Wade, Kentucky's trigger law, called the Human Life Protection Act, passed in 2019, immediately goes into play. Louisville's 2 abortion clinics ceasing procedures, but they say their doors will remain open to help.
But you better believe we will be navigating our patients across state lines!
A couple dozen on Broadway ballooned to a couple hundred by the time the rally arrived at Metro Hall, saying the fight isn't over.
Stand up and vote no on Amendment 2.
And they're encouraging voters to head to the ballot boxes come November. And you heard it right there, repeated again and again, was proposed Kentucky Amendment 2. It's on the November ballot, and if passed, it would declare nothing written in the state constitution creates a right to abortion. Now, this, of course, would make any efforts to overturn state trigger laws essentially impossible. Live here in downtown Louisville tonight, Isaiah Kim Martinez, WHAS 11 Night Team on your side.